Do you got lots of stuff in your house that you're just not sure what to do with? Maybe you got a problem. Maybe you're in need of a declutterer. Is that a word? I'm not sure. But a person that does decluttering. We're going to talk with them today and talk about organization and so much more on the show, CKPG Today. The 40th annual FrancoFUN Festival d'Hiver here in Prince George is happening here in, starts actually on Tuesday the 28th. Renée Trepanian from the Cercle de Canadiens Français in Prince George. Thanks for making the time to chat today.
Yes, thank you.
It's good. My French is still good un petit peu.
Oui, très bien.
I'll take it. I was thinking of doing this interview in French, Renée, but then I thought, well, then the audience probably, they might not get the most out of this. So we'll stick to English for today's sake. But talk to me a little bit about FrancoFUN and what's in store this year. I hear it kicks off the Cougars game on January 28th.
That's right. The Cougars game on January 28th will be a FrancoFUN night. So we invite everybody to be there. And along with the Cougars team, we're going to talk to you during that night about what the festival will entitle or will be. Mm-hmm. So about that, after the Cougars game, we'll have a movie night at the Knox Performing Center. And it's going to have subtitle. So everybody are welcome. It's going to be a fun movie, comical. So everyone are welcome to come to that. It's going to be at 7 p.m. And on February 2nd, it's an art show at the center. Le Cercle des Canadiens Français will open their doors.
Perfect. That's right by Claude Lisnay Memorial Park, right?
That's right.
By the park?
That's
Perfect.
Right. And then we'll feature the FrancoFUN artist during a happy hours, 5 to 7.
Nice.
That will be Sunday, February 2nd. And we move on during the week. We're going to have a seniors luncheon, and we'd like to show off and showcase our seniors because it's because of them that we are in Prince George and for 65 years.
Yeah, this is an incredible accomplishment. Let's not understate this. 65 years of Le Cercle des Canadiens Français turning into a senior this year.
That's right.
It's exciting.
That's right. And actually, the birthday of Le Cercle des Canadiens Français is May 8, 1960. Same birthday as Mr. PG.
No way, the same birth. Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know May 8th was such a special day. Well, now there's another reason to make it special.
That's right.
Wow.
Yes. So the seniors luncheon will be at Sandman Signature. And we'll move on from that to having a soirée with Cold Snap. It's going to be a Celtic or Celtic, I think we say, night with Jocelyne Petit and also a band called Biloc. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So again, it's going to be a fabulous time. We've been in partnership with Cold Snap for, I'm thinking, 10, 15 years to do a nice evening of music.
And last year, Abel Maxwell, I know people are huge fans of that. So this year, I can't wait to see what's in store.
It's going to be great, great. We invite, again, everybody to come and have a good time with us. And to finish the festival, FrancoFUN is inviting everyone in Prince George to come and see La Joie de Vivre in Prince George. We're going to have a great brunch. It's Le Sugar Shack.
My favorite.
I know. We're going to have outdoors activities with the maple toffee on snow.
Yeah, hopefully the temperature holds up. I think it's supposed to.
It's supposed to.
So it should be okay.
Yes. But hey, even if it's cold, you'll be warm coming to that event. And we're going to have choirs from school and 2 artists from Edmonton. One is a virtuoso in fiddling.
Oh, cool.
And his name is Daniel Gervais. He's come in town very often, and we're going to have the old-time fiddlers.
Nice.
And the brunch with the tourtière, meat pie.
Tourtière, yes.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
crepes, pancake. It's going to be a full meal deal. So I invite, and my team and I, we invite everybody to come at our center, call us. I'll give you the address and phone number.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we'll put that on screen for you so you don't have to listen off, but yeah, it'll be on screen there. And yeah, people can reach out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is very cool. You guys, it's been going on for 40 years. What a tradition continues here in Prince George. And as we kind of wrap this up, Renee, just to give people an idea, how many Francophone folks live in here in Prince George? There's a lot, right? There's more than you'd think.
We're thinking about 5%.
Wow.
But it's increasing because we have a special project with immigration, and the project is called the Communauté francophone accueillante, the welcoming Francophone community.
Right.
And it's attracted a lot of people. Our team is made out of people from all over Canada, as well as from all over the world.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic.
Awesome.
We are so proud to be here in Prince George and celebrating our 65th year this year. So it's going to be a fantastic year for us and beyond.
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Renee. Merci beaucoup.
À bientôt.
À bientôt. Go check it out. Whether you're looking for cooking classes or a special Valentine's Day treat, Farmhouse Catering, they got everything you need, including what we're going to show you today, a little Valentine's Day treat here with Chef Sara. How's it going today?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I hear you got lots prepared for us, including some lamb today.
Yeah, today we're gonna prepare some lamb chop with the lemon rice and pita bread. And we're gonna have on the side a Greek salad.
Perfect. This is part of a Valentine's Day special the folks at Farmhouse got going on. So this is, yeah, food for your eyes and your mind because you could be eating it if you plan your life correctly anyway. Okay, what's step one here when we get into this, Sara?
So we're gonna cook the lamb first, and then we can do the rest.
Perfect. So, how hard is it to cook lamb? Easy?
It's pretty easy because the internal temperature doesn't have to be that high. We wanna have it kind of medium rare. Okay. It's around 145, 150. Then it depends how you like it, basically.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty easy. So you're gonna cook it for one side 2 or 3 minutes, and then the other side a little bit on the bone, and then it's ready to be eaten. And then we have a lemon rice that I already kind of prepared. You know, it takes time.
Of course, yeah.
And then I also have the Greek salad, which is
the magical Greek salad.
This little cutie here.
Oh, perfect.
I did a kind of a fancy version. We're gonna put some dressing at the end.
Sounds good. Perfect. This is
so yeah, this is the main course of our Valentine's menu.
Yeah.
We have also appetizers and desserts, but we figured that out that this is the best dish to present.
Well, hey, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's hard to find good lamb in Prince George, so this is going to be a great inspiration for lots of folks today. And like I said, not only food for your eyes, it's food for your mind too, because you could be eating this come Valentine's Day if you plan your life correctly. This is good. I'm good. Okay, what another thing I was going to ask you, Sara, as I'm spitballing here. You've been a chef for a long time, right? Walk me through a little bit about your journey. What took you to Prince George here? Yeah,
basically I am originally from Italy, a town near Venice. And 6 years ago with my husband, we decided to come to Canada, and we lived for 5 years in Vancouver. But then my husband decided, and we decided actually together, but he gave me like the motivation to change the city because Vancouver was definitely too busy.
Right.
So we ended up coming to Prince George, and we are really happy about it. It's a beautiful little town.
This lamb, as it's cooking here, did you put any special seasoning, anything like that on it?
Yeah, I season it a couple hours before. You can add some olive oil, salt and pepper, some herbs. I prefer to use rosemary. You can use some sage, and then a little bit of wine just to remove, you know, that little smell that the lamb has.
Of course, yeah. I've heard this before. You gotta get the right white wine to do it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
White.
And you can let it marinate it for a while, so it's gonna be like, you know, a very nice taste. And not so many tricks. I mean, as long as you don't overcook it, it's perfect like that. So it's very easy.
I like it. I like it. We got Sara to Prince George here. Life is good.
We're gonna cook it on the bone as well. So
this is what you said. It's kind of fun. They just stand up like
Yeah,
that.
right? I'm just lucky. There we go. Just for a couple more minutes.
You moved to Prince George. There's no earthquake, so you can do this.
Yeah. And then I'm going to create a nice shape with the rice. I will first of all
Oh yeah, some nice rice.
put a little bit of olive oil in the container so it won't get stick. And then I will add the rice. This is lemon rice, easy, just cooked with lemon juice, lemon zest, some herbs. I used dill and parsley.
Dill and parsley. Okay, that gives the rice a nice flavor. Yeah.
So we are going to just put it upside down, like this.
Nice.
And we are going to put the lamb on it.
Oh yeah, look at that. And so if you come to the Valentine's Day thing, you get these 3 pieces of lamb on one plate?
Actually, we're gonna get 2.
2? Okay.
I don't know why I cooked 3, maybe
One for producer Zach.
Yeah, right? I was thinking about you. So we're gonna have 2 pieces and we're gonna add some parsley.
What is the thing you're most proud of about this particular plate?
I really like the salad actually, even if
Really? Okay.
even if the lamb is the main
Sure.
part of it, but it's like presented in a nice way, not like the regular one that you would find.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the nice presentation of the meat as well. So the whole dish, it's very it's very nice and it's good taste for sure.
Well, definitely. And you got someone from Italy cooking for you. Well, you can anyway, if you play your cards right. Head online. We'll link it on ckpgtoday.ca or the Farmhouse website as well. This is a meal you're not going to want to miss come Valentine's Day. Thanks so much for your time today, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
January, a time you probably got a lot of Christmas presents. Maybe you're left with things, you don't know how to organize. You got a whole mess going on in your house. Good time to talk about clutter. And we got the person to do it today. Marilyn, thanks so much, from Declutter Bug Company here in town.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Whew, yeah, you must be busy this time of year.
I am. I'm booking probably 4 to 5 weeks out right now.
Wow, so tell me a little bit about what you do here, because I feel like you could retitle yourself to a miracle worker for people.
I've been called that. I have. I go into people's spaces, and whether it's a closet, kitchen cupboard, that kind of thing, and I try to help them get rid of the stuff that they don't need, that they don't use anymore, and organize it so that their space is more functional for them.
I like it. So we got a couple examples here on the table. Maybe let's just start into the examples here and what you got here. Some easy tips and probably common items, lots of things people have in their homes.
Yep. Something like this I pulled out of my cupboard. If you're looking at stuff that you're wondering, what should I do with this? Think about its purpose. Is it living up to its purpose? A couple years ago, we had a phone that ended up in some water.
Okay.
And so, of course, we put it in the rice to dry it out. Well, I put it in a container and stuck it in my closet in case next time. I even labeled it dirty rice for drying phones. What are the chances in the next decade I'm going to have another phone? So,
maybe once. Yeah.
Right? So I really shouldn't hang on to this. I should let it go. It's not serving any purpose, and I can actually use the container more often than if it's sitting in my cupboard.
Makes sense. What's a good rule of thumb for things like something that hasn't been used in a couple months, a year? What do you tell people for that?
Everybody is different.
Okay.
For the most part, like clothing, if you haven't worn it for a year or a couple of seasons, let it go, donate it. Clothing can be a hard one for some people though.
Yeah.
Start with the stuff that's simple. Start with the things that don't have a lot of personal attachment and sentimental attachment.
Not the t-shirt that your grandma gave you that you want to hang on to
Exactly,
forever.
just go through the old phone books.
Okay, phone books.
Right, that you don't care about anymore.
Did they still make these? Yes?
I literally got these 2 phone books in my mail in the last month.
Wow. Okay. See here.
So
I don't
they
know if
do.
they made them anymore.
They're
yeah.
both from Prince George.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
And stuff like this, store vertically. You know, you can grab a magazine file from the dollar store, and instead of having everything on the table piled, throw it in a magazine file and utilize the height in your cupboards. And if it doesn't fit that way, just turn it this way, and you can put your envelopes and stuff like that in there.
You know, that's smart because I feel like lots of people just grab, where our meal ends up, top of the microwave or fridge.
Yeah.
You kind of just chuck it up there, and then one day you're like, there's a lot of things that collected up there.
There is.
So,
Those are actually really good places to start. If
Yep.
you don't know, if it's overwhelming in your space and you don't know where to start with the small spaces, whether it's the top of the fridge,
okay.
top of the microwave, an end table in your living room. You'll get it cleared off quickly, and it'll feel rewarding, and it might motivate you to keep going in some of the bigger spaces.
I was going to say, when people are starting to declutter, would you recommend doing one thing at a time? Or, because I feel like having a bunch of decluttering projects going on at once might be like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Often start in one space, or just say, I'm going to go through my linens and gather the linens from a spot and go through those. Yeah.
I like it. Okay, speaking of linens and
Yeah.
clothing, and you got the coolest way to fold socks. I'm really intrigued to see how this is done.
I do. So this is Granny Phyllis's homemade pair of socks, and most of us, we were all taught to roll them, right?
Of course,
That's how
yeah.
we find them in the drawer. But especially for wool or homemade socks, that will really stretch out this band if we keep doing it. And so I just put them together side by side and fold them, depending how deep your drawer is, fold them in thirds or in half. And these are the ones that almost everybody's wearing.
Yeah,
Again,
the cotton socks,
just in half. And then when you store them vertically, you can see how they sit in there neatly. You don't store them with all the little ribbed edges out, because then you don't know how many socks you have. They're in a pair, they're folded. You can see them really easily.
That's kind of magic, because I've heard the thing
I
of
love it.
suitcases before, rolling the shirts and the pants and stuff
Yeah.
to make more space. I guess this is kind of along the same lines.
It is, yep. Same thing with, I've got a bunch of grandma's homemade pillowcases. Same thing, you could have them out on the table,
Yep.
and when you want to get one underneath, they're going to be
then
falling over.
Yep.
But if you, again, put them in thirds or halves and store them either in a tub or store them vertically, then you can pull one out of the middle, and
Just
they
like that, you
stay.
didn't disturb the rest.
right? So
not
it works great. I actually started enjoying doing laundry, and when I started folding stuff like this,
You can enjoy doing laundry. This is a thing.
it's miraculous. Like, you actually can. You can keep up with it, because you can see what you haven't disturbed in a year, and let it go, because you haven't used it.
Interesting. Well, Marilyn, if people watching this wondering how they can get you in their house, maybe help them out with the space, what's the easiest way to do it?
You can check out my Facebook page. I've got a business license with the City of Prince George, or email declutterbugandco@gmail.com. If you just Google Declutter Prince George, I'm the first one that shows up.
Perfect. The first, and hey, I would say one of the best, if you're judging by this feature anyway.
It's fun. It's fun.
Thanks so much for your time today.
It's been great to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, time to check out some great photos. Another one for you today from Linda Thomas Sunrise in Fort St. James here. The iconic spot as well of that old church up in that part of our region. Beautiful scenes as always during the sunrises and that golden hour, as they call it. Thanks so much, Linda, for sending this one our way. Of course, if you have a snapshot, send it away. Snapshot@ckpg.com is the email. Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca. Here's Here's what's coming up in our community. Check out the Festival d'Hiver, the 40th edition of FrancoFUN here in Prince George, the celebration that keeps giving. January 28th to February 8th at various locations and various events as well. Check out ice fishing. It's a women's weekend once again, and you can learn the ice fishing basics and learn to ice fish while you're at it. More information and registration online, the BCWF website. You're looking for some fun on the slopes? Check out the Hard Ski Hill February 1st for the Hard Slam Rail Jam. Pull out your best tricks, and you could be the winner of the 4th annual edition of this event. Cold Snap kicks off February 5th and runs until February 9th here in Prince George. Various venues going to see some musical action from various different artists to celebrate the Northern BC Music Festival that keeps giving. Of course, if you have any events, send us the info. Let's talk at ckpgtoday.ca.
You know, it is wild, you could still go to the U.S. and they smoke in casinos. That's a thing. But smoking in pubs here in Canada, that's been not a thing for a long time. Although there was a bit of a controversy when this first happened, of course, in, none other than Hickson Whistle Stop Pub. We're going to take a look at that particular case today in local history.
Today we look at a bit of controversy from Hickson back in this day, in the year 2000. The owner of the Whistle Stop Pub was in a bit of a tussle with WCB. Not the guys you want to be in a tussle with, because, well, they shut down the pub because the owner said, well, people should be allowed to smoke in here. They disagreed, and, the rest is history here. As you can note, BCLC pulled the plug on the Keno machines, and when those are gone, that's when the drama really starts.
Yeah, when they start pulling out the Keno machines, all those pull tabs, that's when the BCLC folks get serious, right? You don't want to lose those out, otherwise you're really losing. But no, I kid. But anyways, thanks so much for watching today. Hopefully you learned a little something. Maybe you're inspired to declutter. I encourage you to do so. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you for more good stuff tomorrow. Bye for now, folks.